let's talk about the top 10 things you want to avoid if you're buying a house.
This is a good one.
In Petaluma.
In Petaluma, specifically Petaluma. Okay. Okay. When you're driving around, you see a house, you love the house, car next door, blue tarp over it.
Yes.
What do you do?
Or a boat. Or a couch.
A car on blocks.
So here's the thing that we always tell people. When it comes to whatever the neighborhood looks like, assume it's going to look like that forever. So that's something you would want to know. And it's something that that doesn't come up when you're looking at the pictures, right?
Yeah.
How often is that? People are like, oh my God, I see it. This is it.
It's amazing. And it's the best house on the street.
Yeah. And then you go there, you're like, oh my God, the neighbors. Yeah. But let's number 2 would be also with the neighbors, like, how are they maintaining their yards?
Right. Is it mowed down? Do we have mice issues because of the way they don't keep up their house?
And again, it probably isn't going to change. Like whatever they're doing that day, you have to assume they're probably doing it. Conversely, if you can find a house or a neighborhood that is all well maintained, they're also going to probably keep that going. So that's kind of nice to think about. Yeah. And adjacent to that would be the maintenance of the house itself. Is it painted? What does the roof look like?
Have 3 different types of roof on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw that one house today. Because that, while it may not bother you, it does have an impact on the overall value of the neighborhood.
Okay, another one is you're buying a house next to open space.
Yes, exactly. And it seems amazing. You're like, look at this open space.
Oh my God, my view is amazing.
Exactly. But
one day, it may not be.
Exactly.
How can it be developed? What's the zoning laws? What could it potentially turn into?
Yeah, and that goes for anything else in terms of maybe you're close to a commercial area, so you want to know what else could be in that commercial area from a zoning standpoint. Yeah.
Another big one is environmental. So are you in a flood zone, fire zone? On the fire note, is insurance, what's the insurance like? Like, is it possible to get insurance? Is it affordable? Same with flooding.
Yep.
Is that area known for holding water more than others?
Oh, I got one. How about known construction issues?
Okay.
Like, for example, there's a neighborhood in Petaluma that the siding that was used in the early 90s was a big lawsuit. It was like 2 or 3 years worth of building.
Right.
And you want to know that because a lot of those homes got a settlement, didn't put in new siding, and now you have this siding that's failing. And, the fix is like $40,000. So that's one that's specific to Petaluma, but also just building in general. There are other known defects. There's another one I'm thinking about, kind of going back to environmental, with the adobe clay, where some of the houses have like actual jacks underneath that are like supposedly trying to hold them up, but they don't. They're all rusted and they're broken. They're no good.
Failed, need to be replaced.
Yeah. So, and it's not like you shouldn't buy these houses, but you want to know what has been done to mitigate that.
Yeah. What are the potential costs that you may have to take on in the future?
Exactly.
Another one, let's see, new construction.
Ah, yes.
Pros and cons of that. That's a whole story.
It's a whole video, but there is this thing. It's like, it's new, it's amazing, it's great.
You're excited,
but
their lenders are offering you these great incentives. It's pretty and it's shiny.
Yeah.
But what are the downfalls with it?
Yeah.
What will that neighborhood look like in 5-10 years?
That's the big thing, right? You just don't know what direction a neighborhood's going to go. Having done this for so many years, we've now seen homes that were brand new and now they're not anymore, and the neighborhood didn't go great.
And will the next seller or the next buyer, when you go to sell it, be as excited as your now 10-year-old old home
or 20-year-old home
versus when you liked it? Yeah, you thought it was great because it was new.
Exactly. How about busy roads? I think this is one that we get all the time where people say move here from San Francisco, and we're like, hey, that road behind you is busy, and they're like,
busy.
It's not busy. Because they're coming from San Francisco. There's like literally no busy roads in Petaluma, and they're fine with it. And this is actually with a lot of these things. Just because you're fine with something does not mean that when you go to sell it, that the people who are also trying to buy in Petaluma may not be okay with it. But to stay on track, the busy road is something that really makes a difference in your lifestyle and the overall impact on the investment too. So what is it about busy? What is it about neighborhoods with a lot of cars on the streets that you think is problematic?
Yeah. What's problematic about that is usually the more cars that you see parked means there's more renters. There's more people renting out, 4 bedrooms.
It's not uncommon for non-owner occupied homes to not be maintained as well because they don't have pride of ownership. So they don't necessarily mow the lawn. There's no requirement to do that. They don't necessarily maintain the house.
They're not checking on the siding.
They're not checking on the siding. And so therefore that brings down the value of a particular neighborhood. And the indication of that can be how many cars are parked on the road. So in summary, as we show you these things, or whoever you're looking with homes, you may say to yourself, hey,
No big deal.
no big deal.
I close my eyes and that freeway just sounds like a bubbling brook.
Yeah,
It's no big deal.
exactly. I love blue tarps.
Yeah, I've got one myself.
I want a boat.
I'm just going to buy
I'm going to put in a blue tarp.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is all fine. And there's nothing wrong with buying houses in any of those circumstances. And it may be totally okay with you, but know that each one of those things that were pointed out to you, that were one of these negatives, will likely have an impact on the next buyer.
So when you go to resell your home, what was not an issue to you may be to the next person. It's just something to think about.
Exactly.